Good afternoon, everyone. My goodness, isn't this outfit gorgeous? It's my new Amazon purchase blouse. Look at the green detailing on this and it looks so lovely with my usual accessories. I finally can get my feet into my Ralph Lauren new pumps because after my charity walk, my feet were so incredibly swollen, I was unable to get them in any shoes. I couldn't even wear Birkenstocks because the Birkenstocks hurt the blisters on the side of my feet. So I actually found that my Oran sandals were the most comfortable in that situation. It is definitely hair wash day and I should have washed my hair this morning, but I did not. And thankfully, oh my goodness, I think my hair oil has arrived. So I'm gonna unbox that with you and hopefully try that out with you as well. But I did just post this outfit over on my TikTok as well. I'm basically doing a mix of content over on my TikTok at the moment. And I have to be honest with you, if you will allow me to speak, if you will allow me to speak, why can't I say speak? If you will allow me to speak frankly about TikTok, I've kind of been flip-flopping a fair amount with it at the moment and you'll have to bear with me, but I think I've cracked it now because I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago and I was like, oh, I really feel like I'm finding my feet. And then as I posted that video, I was like, oh, but the one thing with TikTok is the comments. Not for me personally. I had a lot of negative comments when I did the first English country grandmother video. And I get it because, you know, it's one of those things where people don't realize that you can create certain things if you want to create them. Your life is, for the most part, full and as full as you want it. It's why there's the saying, the glass is half empty or the glass is half full. I didn't invent that saying, so don't shoot the messenger. But that was when I sort of realized that there can be quite a ferocity to TikTok. And what I've realized is it's almost like TikTok basically favors the comments that kind of embarrass the person making the video the most. And I think that's kind of can often be seen, actually I would say they don't do that on YouTube because YouTube are really good at that actually. I think that's really good. But it's just basically who can make the funniest comment about the person in the video that like really belittles them. That's basically what it is. And I can understand because obviously rewind a year or so ago, I didn't understand how to view comments. And I honestly, I see it quite a lot. In fact, a lot of my feed at the moment is people responding to their nasty comments that they get. I'm gonna sneeze. This is not the time. Oh no, don't do this to me. No, don't do this to me. Oh, I lost my sneeze. But now I just get the watery face. But that's for the most part what I'm seeing at the moment. A lot of people just kind of responding to their comments. And honestly, I'm going to share one piece of advice, and maybe there will be nobody watching this that understands, and maybe there will be someone watching. But if I was on this video now and I was speaking, what should I say, Venezuelan, I don't know if that's whatever, Venezuelan. Basically imagine that I was hurling insults at you in Venezuelan and you don't speak Venezuelan, so you don't know anything that I'm saying. And the reason why what I'm saying doesn't hurt you is because you don't know what I'm saying. You don't have the meanings that you attach to words that you would normally have if I was doing so in English. So the key when dealing with these things that happen online is to remove the meaning that you have attached to those words. This may not work in every situation, but it's how I conduct myself online. So when someone comes to me, what are some of the things that I used to be quite insecure about? What used to really get to me? Oh, when people would say that I looked like a man, and they would ask if I was transgender or something like that. I would think of that in a negative sense, like that was my brain thinking that was a negative thing. And now I'm of the mindset where I see so many beautiful transgender women and I'm able to actually find that like as a compliment because I've chosen that. I've decided to remove the meaning that I once had to any of the words that used to hurt me and replace it with something positive. So when people say these things or whenever they try and like hurt me, that's what I do. So say if I've got like, I'm having a bad skin day or I'm having a bad hair day and someone's like, whoa, bad hair day. I'm like, well, I've got to have a bad hair day for you guys to know what a good hair day is. So there's nothing negative there. And basically that's how I'm doing it on TikTok. They need to do more because not everybody has the same kind of thinking. And I see it so much, and I definitely think that it's a bit of a recipe for disaster. The things that people say about people's bodies and the way that they look and the way that they are and things like that is a lot. But I just wanted to offer up a different way of thinking, because I want this to be the video that makes you go onto TikTok. And I want to be honest about this because I had a dealing with TikTok recently, and not recently, a while ago. I had a dealing with TikTok, and first and foremost, they were amazing. They were amazing at sorting the issue out. They were literally, everything was sorted in like next to no time at all. And the impact that what happened on my account was only like marginal for the time that I wasn't posting anything. The moment that I got back into the rhythm of posting, my account was back to where it was, and it was absolutely fine. My dealings with Instagram, unfortunately, whilst they've been mostly, whilst they've been lovely, I understand that it's not as simple as that, and I really did have to praise TikTok for that. Second of all, I am actually finding this platform to be incredible. So I'm following loads of people that cover common mistakes with the English language, which, especially English language, has become something that I'm really, really fascinated about. Obviously, I follow English with Lucy, who is like just amazing. She's probably one of my favourite people to follow for the English language, purely because she is like a ray of sunshine. But I'm also following someone that is speaking French on there and basically teaching you how to say French. So today I was learning how to ask for a coffee in French, but in the proper way. So not as it's written, but in the way that you would naturally speak it if you were fluently speaking French. And I think that that's such a positive thing to like have that on my feed, just be learning whilst I'm on there. I follow this other guy who is amazing. He's obviously got a kitchen garden and he cooks really simple recipes, like in his greenhouse. I think he's got like an electric hob. Is his name like Julian or something like that? He's amazing. In fact, I might make a list of my favourite TikTok accounts, because obviously I hope that you follow me, but hopefully you'll follow these people as well, and you'll find it as kind of fulfilling. They definitely need to work on the content that I don't want to see, but what I do is I make sure that my swipe aways are super quick so that I don't see anything that I don't want to see, because for the most part, if I just stick to who I'm following and not go onto the explore page of my feed kind of thing, I am just fed loveliness, like literally loveliness. I've curated such a wonderful, wonderful space. I've even started following, what's her name? Something Challenger, is it Emily Challenger or Lucy Challenger? I can't remember her name and I won't be able to find it now. But basically, I've started following her and she's sharing a lot of like etiquette tips and tricks, which is something that you'll know I'm actually really, really fascinated about. I've read quite a few books on etiquette and it's something that I'm like always trying to learn more about and explore. So I don't know whether I should start doing a couple of TikTok videos where I share the little bullet points that I'm learning, because I learned one on a recent trip from Lauren, and she shared it and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. So maybe we could like learn more about etiquette together. I don't know, let me know in the comments, because I didn't grow up like that. I did not grow up in any way, shape or form. Like obviously my parents taught me like manners and things like that, but actual kind of like etiquette at dinner parties, like etiquette when you're staying at someone's house, those kinds of things really fascinate me. So let me know. I don't know. Let me know. So yeah, I'm actually having loads of fun with TikTok at the moment, and I wanted to let you know and hope that you'll come and follow me over there. I'm almost on 300,000 on there, and obviously I'm livid, like I said, because as soon as I hit 1 million, another platform comes around. But in all honesty, I am exasperated with Instagram for the most part. Instagram now has become a place where, I'm sorry about this, like heart to heart again, but I just have so many thoughts. But it's become a bit more of a place where I explore, like, I don't know, like beautiful things. Like I really enjoy searching for like home inspiration. I find so many artists on Instagram, it's unbelievable. And for me, art has become something that I really enjoy, and obviously there will sometimes be artists that you discover that have like really, like they're expensive and they feel like out there. But at the moment I'm finding so many incredible artists that are undiscovered, and I get to purchase like original pieces there and then. They come framed in the most beautiful antique frames, and I'm supporting artists. And I'm also finding pieces that suit my home perfectly. I can look at the tones, because that's important to me with my art. Not everyone with that likes art is like that. So yeah, I'm loving Instagram in that respect, and that leads me on to my next point. But like I said, please come and follow me on TikTok. I know some of you don't want to download it because it's had a lot of negative press about like data and stuff like that, and that I fully respect. That's your decision, absolutely fine. But I am actually finding it such a positive place, for learning, for diverse types of content, etc, etc. I'm loving it. I also made a very, very bougie purchase, and I'm really hoping that it's going to arrive in this video. Fingers crossed. I just got the dispatch, but I treated myself to a new camera. Now, I made this mistake before. I bought myself a Sony A7R something, and it wasn't as small and compact as I thought it was going to be. And I ended up just letting Ali have it, basically. Because if you followed me from the early blogging and YouTube days, I was very much into photography. I got myself an Olympus pen, I bought it, and I was actually an Olympus pen ambassador for a very, very, very long time. I loved those cameras so, so much. And they really did encourage me so much with my photography, and I loved it. I loved photography, and I kind of lost my love after a while, and I want to revamp that a little bit and get more into it. As much as I love taking pictures with my phone, I want to get more into it. So I've treated myself to something new. It is a new camera. It's a very, very lovely camera, but what I love about this is it has a static lens. So the lens can't be taken off. It's also very beautiful, so I'll be able to put a beautiful leather. I've actually ordered a stunning leather case that's not going to arrive for a while, which is handmade and out of beautiful like cowhide leather. So it can still be worn crossbody and look beautiful next to my handbags and things like that, which matters to me. It might not matter to you. But the fact that it's got a static lens is really exciting for me, and I am just really excited to get back into taking pictures of beautiful things again. So, namely my house. I love taking pictures of my house, but I haven't been doing that so much because A, I don't have a proper camera, and not something that I don't know, but I'm going to be learning to use it. But the reviews are amazing with this camera, and we read a lot of them, and Ali helped me with choosing it. But yes, so I'm hoping that it's going to arrive in this video. So anyway, that was what I was going to say. I've been having all of these thoughts today. I'm like, I need to pick up my camera. I need to just kind of like debrief with you all and get onto it. So this morning I filmed this outfit for TikTok, and I also filmed a little barely there makeup routine for Rodial. I think my Rodial code will still be live when this video goes live. If you want to run over and watch the video that I did for Reels, it's actually got really, really lovely comments on it, and I'm actually so happy with how it's done because I tried something just a little bit different. It's something that I do on my TikTok quite a lot, but I tried to do it for Instagram, and people seem to like it. So I thought that if you want to go there and see it, then you can use my code if you want to go shopping. It's just Lydia15, and it'll get you 15% off on the Rodial website if you want to pick any of the bits up. This is not an ad with them for this video, but I just thought I'd let you know. At the moment, we are, Ali is removing our gates because they're being sanded, and hopefully they're going to look lovely when they're finished. I just have to decide on what oil or wax I'm going to have put on it so that they still look lovely and natural. My goodness, that was a long old chat for 15 minutes. Anyway, this is my outfit of the day. I'm hoping that you'll come and see me on TikTok for it, because I genuinely, I'm gonna maybe do like a blog post with my favorite TikTok accounts, including like Ross, because we all know that the sun whispers to me regularly, get drunk. But I love his page. So many people on TikTok that I love. I also follow this girl. Oh, what is her name? But she's got a dog called Rhubarb, and she has the driest sense of humor. ever, and she is actually like hilarious, and she's also very, very like sarcastic but also quick-witted, and I'm obsessed with her. I think that she's honestly chef's kiss. So I'm finding loads of people to follow on there, loads, and I'm really enjoying it. Just wish my feed would stop showing me other things, but I've got to get that swipe on. So anyway, let's get into this box with my like hair stuff, because I'm going to give my hair a serious oil tonight. It needs it. It really, really needs it. Well, I just got the dispatch notification that my camera should be arriving tomorrow, and I'd like to cuddle up on the sofa and do a bit of reading this evening because I've been neglecting it recently. But I thought I would get into this box first and foremost because the oil is in here. I think it is anyway. It's come from Switzerland, so I'm guessing that it's in here. We have some scissors. Now, it's a very big box for one bottle of hair oil, which is a very small box as well. I think I only got the 50ml one, but I think because she knows that I ordered, I think she may have popped some bits in because she did want to send it to me, but I ordered it before she could. Oh wow, oh my gosh. Okay, care package alert. And of course, right at the important moment, my battery dies. Okay, so we have a pot of le délice de tantine. I don't know what this is. Moutarde de Benichon. We're gonna have to Google what that is because I can't work out what that is. I mean, it looks kind of figgy, but I'm guessing that, sorry, this was gonna be a hair unboxing, but I think that she's basically put together a bit of a care package of some Swiss treats, I'm guessing. Ooh, now there's a word I know, Gruyere. So I'm guessing that these are cheese. I'm guessing these are cheese. I'm hoping they're cheese. Bricklet, I think. So we've got those, then we have some biscuits, which look delicious. We also have, what are these? Oh, meringues. Oh, so, no, maybe these aren't cheese. Hold on. Maybe I only know of Gruyere because it's from a place, and these are things from the place, because le meringue de Gruyere. So that's, yeah. I'm sure so many people were probably screaming at the camera then. I mean, I hope these are cheese meringues. If they are, I'll be very happy with that as well. To be honest, I'm just happy with anything. So we have those. The biscuits. Maybe we should do like a taste test. And these are, ooh, chocolate, Swiss chocolates by, I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that one because I know that it annoys you, some of you anyway. Right, so in here, ooh, what is this? So this is the brand, it's RB Organics, Morocco, Switzerland. Ah, so this is an ice cube. So this is like a bit of promotional material. So this is how you make like round ice cubes. We've got a couple of these, but now I have my very own RB Organics, which is gonna be perfect in this weather because it is obviously, it has been quite warm. Then I'm guessing in here is going to be, oh wow. So we have two. Oh, these are the 100ml. Okay, so I ordered and paid for the 50ml just to try it out, but she's very kindly sent me the Elixir d'Argan. But look how beautiful the branding is, and I just loved it. This is the brand that I told you about that was basically giving back to the industry in Morocco, because apparently the argan oil industry is a huge source of revenue to Morocco, and yeah, so I thought, and also obviously she stopped me in the street and she was a lovely subscriber, so yeah, I thought it was lovely. She sent me some of those. Wow, okay, so it's basically a lifetime supply of this. Hopefully, I kept saying that I just wanted my hair to be as beautiful as hers. I'm gonna pop some on right now with you and get my hair up, ready for washing tomorrow. So lovely. Here we go, here's a little bit of a synopsis. RB Organics offers the finest quality of argan oil made from specially selected superior argan kernels, cold pressed and triple filtered. Elixir d'argan, 100% pure argan oil, is a rich source of omega-6 fatty acids, vitamin E, polyphenols and antioxidants. It is the ultimate multitasker. It hydrates, nourishes, protects and soothes the skin and hair for all skin types. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I feel like that TikTok. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right, let's slather my hair in this. So it's a beautiful little squeezy bottle. I'm going to put lots on. It's just a sort of honey-coloured. Ooh, this feels very different to my oil. This is definitely, oh wow. So my hair is obviously, ooh, and it's not like overly scented or anything. I can tell that my hair is going to drink this up. So it's more serum-y than the oil that I was using. So this would be good for sort of like a one pump. Obviously I put a lot on now, but this would be good for sort of like a, when you finish styling, you just pop this on to sort of smooth everything out. I'm just gonna slather my hair in it. Take my rings off. Do you know, I might also try this on my scalp and see how that goes. Once I put castor oil on my scalp, and I've never been in so much pain in all my life. I'm not sure whether I was using the wrong castor oil or what. I'm just going for it. I'm going for it. Look at that shine it gives. That's the oil all applied. I've also added it to my scalp and it's not irritating it at all. So now I'm going to pop it up in a lovely bun. And I think even later on, I'm probably going to try a little bit of it on my skin just to see how we get on with it. But that is me as a fully fledged member of the Hun Bun Society for the rest of the evening. Good morning, everyone. I'm popping you up here. First of all, problem solved with this dress. For now, anyway. I might try and obviously get it altered, but this is the dress from Bertioli and Pepper & Co. And it's just like 1 or 2 sizes too big. In you come, sausages. In you come. In you come. Come on. Those dogs drive me up the wall. Waiting at the door as if I've locked them out, and then I open the door and they run off. I might seem a little bit preoccupied today. If you watched Ali's video, you will know that Lumi lost her meow after her birthday, which is something that's happened to her before. She has lost it for a couple of days and then it comes back. Her birthday was on the 15th, it's now the 21st, and she's completely lost her meow now. And yesterday I noticed that she was almost doing a sort of gagging motion, and also her swallowing has become like, I can hear it, I can hear her swallowing, it's got quite a thud to it, and she's got a bit of a raspy purr as well. I'm going to try not to cry. And I don't know what it is with that cat, like there is just, I almost cried on the phone to the vet this morning. I don't know what's wrong with me, but we're trying a new vet because we were taking her to a different vet. And the thing that I found with the other vets, that was because Lumi's very stressed by going to the vets, they would often sedate her, and it just always made me feel very, very uncomfortable. And still, now that COVID is open, we weren't able to go in with with our animals, which made me very, very uncomfortable as well. So we basically found ourselves, well, we've gone to look for a new vet. So I'm trying a new vet this afternoon. I'm going to try and take her myself to the vets. I'm still unsure. Initially, I wasn't going to take her to this vet. Initially, the lady didn't feel too empathetic. I think when she said, oh, you know, you can register, and I was like, I'll give you a call back. I think she realised that perhaps she was being quite abrupt, and very quickly was able to rectify the situation. And so I'm going to take her to see them, and they said that they never sedate animals unless they need to. So I'm hoping that is going to not mean that she's going to be sedated. She's sleeping at the moment. Her temperament is the same. I just worry so much about her. But I'm kind of glad that there's something that we can't ignore, because I just want to have her like checked over and things like that, because I feel like I worry about her so much subconsciously. And so it's going to be nice to just have her checked over, because I never just want to take her to the vets to just have her checked over, because I know that that will stress her out, and I never want to cause her any stress unnecessarily, because she's prone to stress cleaning and things like that. So anyway, I'm going to effectively kill two birds with one stone, which actually will be a good thing, because obviously, if you don't know, we had a very, very horrible incident where Lumi got, she came down with pancreatitis. It was just awful, absolutely awful. And so I just want to make sure that she's okay, because it happened very, very quickly, and she declined very, very quickly. And so I don't want it to happen again, basically. So if I'm a bit preoccupied today, that's why. But I'm going to try and keep myself busy. And do you know one of the funny things I've realised about myself? Let me compose myself first. I've got to be careful, because I've got the gardeners here and I don't want them to see me crying, because they'll think I'm nuts. Like, why is this lady crying alone in her house? Anyway. One of the things that's really funny is that I'm far more comfortable crying on camera with you guys, which is so bizarre, than like none of my like husband or friends or family would know that I have this nervousness and worry and constant like underlying worry for Lumi until watching this. And I'll never forget, until I did the Myers-Briggs test, I didn't realise that that's actually part of my personality, that you are more likely to find out something about me like that's deep and personal via videos or like social media posts. If you're not a YouTuber like I am, you're more likely to find out how I truly feel via things like this. Bizarre. So I know that, yeah, anyway. So I'm going to try and keep myself busy today, and I've had a couple of deliveries which I will get into. I'm also planning, I'm putting together a little bit of a dinner party for tomorrow. I've got my friend Robin coming to stay, and I haven't had him over for such a long time. And Ali's obviously going to be seeing Robin as well, because he's a friend of both of ours. And so I wanted to do something really lovely for him. And so I planned out the food that we're going to have. We're hopefully going to have cucumbers and carrots and like other charcuteries for like a little picky start. Then I'm either going to do pasta or risotto, which is definitely my speciality, again with bits from the kitchen garden. I was going to do affogato with vegan ice cream, homemade biscotti, and obviously coffee, because Carrie told me that she did that the other day for a dinner party that she did, and I thought that's such a quick and easy dessert. However, I basically have made a slight adaptation to my lemon drizzle cake, in that I've been able to make it into a lemon and elderflower drizzle cake instead. And it's just the tiniest of adaptations, and I think it's going to be lovely. So I think I might do that instead, because then I can use the lemons from the greenhouse as well. And I think that will make it lovely. What I want to do is I want to set up the table in front of the greenhouse and use my Bertioli veg patch collection. It's not been too sunny, but it is warm. I just think it would be lovely to have like a lunch there, like a late lunch, dinner, together outside, and I can use one of my trestle tables, set it up, use the linens. The only thing I don't have is a parasol, because our parasol broke, so I need to order a new one. But I don't think that will arrive in time. I'm waiting for my baking parchment paper to arrive as well, that I've ordered. In between all of this, I've got to take Lumi to the vets as well. So I'm just basically going to be keeping myself busy, harvesting what I can harvest now for lunch tomorrow, prep the house as well for our guest's arrival, because he's going to be staying over with us. And that is basically what I'm going to do to keep myself busy. So I hope that you will aid me in this keeping myself busy malarkey, because I know if you watch my videos, you'll know basically that I go through these phases when Lumi's not very well, and you'll probably be sick of hearing her not being well, but she is one of those cats that gets poorly, and she just is. I think it's probably just a genetic thing, and I can't make peace with it, because the worst thing about it is that she gets so stressed by the things that are supposed to help her, which in turn stresses me out, and I get very upset about it. So if you're new around here, you'll get used to it. If you're an old timer around here, I hope you'll help me and cheer me on in the comments, because I'm going to need a little bit of it, basically. I don't know if I just told you this, like my mind is everywhere, but I have managed to sort out the sizing issue. I have already told you this, my head is not with it today, I'm so sorry. Funny story though, yesterday I thought my new purchase from Lydia was going to arrive, and I was so excited, and I forgot that Ali ordered a spare battery, and actually I was just delivered the battery for the camera. It's coming in 2 orders, but I don't have a tracking information at all for the camera, so at present I don't know where it is, and I don't know when it's going to be here, just as an FYI. But I'm going to get into this delivery because, as we've talked about, I love linens and table linens and things like that, and I have just been delivered a new delivery of the set, which for me, there are only 2 places at the moment where I really buy my linens from, and my expensive linens come from Bertioli and the set, and then I get more affordable ones if I want to from places like Amazon. The set has just released loads of new ones, so I thought I would show you them. If you love my green gingham one, it is back in stock. Slight change to it though, but we're gonna have a look. So one of the things that I've really been enjoying recently, I know we spoke about it in my last video, I talked about how I wanted to embrace what my grandpa used to do, where he used to lay the table before bed. However, mine and Ali's morning routines are very different, so I don't think that's it, but what I am doing instead is embracing the laying of the table properly every evening that I can. Obviously there'll be times when I'm busy and I'm not there to lay the table because I work full time, but for the most part it's something that I'm really embracing. And last night I laid the table with some beautiful linens. I cooked risotto because at the moment we can't stop eating risotto. So that's going to be my adaptation of my grandpa's routine. Perhaps when I'm older and maybe we have more of a set morning routine, I can do it then. But anyway, this is my box of set linens. Dear Lydia, we hope you love your new linens and make lots of memories around the table with them this summer. The set. So, in here, so I'm just trying to work out what this is. This is the new green gingham. What I love about this, I would literally have this made into a dress if I could. It's irregular, so it feels a lot less twee than usual gingham, which I really love. Oh God, imagine this as a dress. Oh, I hope they do dresses. But I wanted to get the napkins for the days when I don't want to use a full table runner or tablecloth and I just want little accents. I wanted to get these, and they're a great way of adding an accent to maybe a floral tablecloth as well. You can put the gingham, and it's lovely. So this is a pack of 3 or 2. No, a pack of 4. So we have 4 there. I got 8 because that's generally what I get for all of our bits and pieces. And I keep all of my linens in my cabinet in my office in little wicker baskets. So I generally keep a few in here for when Ali and I need them, so that I'm not running up and down stairs all the time. But for the most part, everything's kept down there for like dinner parties or whatever. So this is their new lemon. It's their limoncello collection, which I thought for my greenhouse would be absolutely spectacular. These are, again, little napkins for an accent, and do you know what I loved about this? I loved, first of all, that it sort of disappears into an illustration as well, but also it's got the blossom on there. I love the lemon blossom. So if all else fails, we could use this instead of the veg patch ones. Oh, just the dream. Another, ooh! Oh wow! I think this must be the tablecloth. No? So these are slightly different. So these have little birds. Okay, so the fabric itself has also some beautiful, I think those are like blue tits, or maybe Ali will be able to tell me, because it looks a little bit like a parrot on there, but it's not. Could be a blue tit. That is incorporated into the design of the fabric, which is lovely. Then I got the gingham in 2 sizes, so it's slightly darker, which I really like. This actually I think suits our kitchen a lot better. It's got a deeper green. So that is, I've got a few different sizes of it because obviously I cut my other one up for table runners. So I got a bigger one and a smaller one, which means one for in here and one for my trestle table. And of course, the limoncello little tablecloth as well. Ooh! They've sent the blue as well. Obviously, I love a little bit of blue gingham, and I think that that could look so lovely in the garden over a trestle table for something super feminine. I'd go for blue with like accents of pink. And that is everything from my little linen haul. But I just love their stuff. And if you want a beautiful gingham, oh, I just want it in cushion covers, I want it in dresses, I want the lot. I do, Portaline, I do. Her Royal Highness is in here. As you can see, she can't meow. Our usual very talkative little girl. You can hear her purr though. Well, the time has come to try and get Lumi into the cat carrier. It's my least favourite job ever. I hate doing it by myself. I really struggle. It upsets her, but I'm going to try my best. Lulu. No, don't run away from me, my love. Don't run away from me. I know, Rhonda, I know, gorgeous girl. I know. Oh, Lumi, for goodness sake. Let's try again with the blanket. I know, my love, I know. I know. Just going to pop you in. Just going to pop you in. Just going to pop you in, my love. Straight in here. No, Lulu. Oh dear. Lumi, I know you don't like it, my love. Shush, Porter, come on. I hate seeing you in pain like this. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Okay? Oh. Well, we managed it. She's not my friend at the moment, and the boys are very upset by her going. But come on, Lulu, let's go. Let's go make you better. Well, she is in her cat carrier, strapped in. She's very upset with me, and it makes me want to cry. And I know I'm going to cry when I get there. I'm already crying and I've not even got there. Come on, Lumi, let's go. I'm a bloody nightmare when it comes to her. Don't know what is wrong with me today. I'm going to cool it down in here, Lumi, even though you like it when it's warm. In fact, I might leave it warm for you. Oh, right, let's go and stop being a blubbering mess, Lydia. My goodness me. Oh, for goodness sake. Guys, I am such a nightmare. I'm not going to act like we're out of the woods yet, but gosh, it's got very dark outside. I took her to the vets. That was probably the best vets experience both Lumi and I have ever had. Of course, the moment that I tried to tell them what was wrong with her, I started crying like an absolute idiot. I'm not sure who I spoke to begin with, but like on the phone. But anyway, the lady that I saw was phenomenal with Lumi. Like, I've never seen a vet be like that with Lumi before. Usually people are quite annoyed by the fact that she's like a little bit difficult and a little bit stressed. She's out and about at the moment. I've let her go and do her thing. The one thing that has eased my worries so much is her weight. Her weight is normal, perfectly normal, because I worry that she looks quite slender and slim, but what the lady basically said to me was a lot of the cats that you see are overweight. So that made me feel very happy, because I've been worrying about that for a while. She thinks that it's a fur ball, which Lumi doesn't get a lot of, but she does think it's a bit of a fur ball. So we've got some stuff to lubricate, but she was so good with her. Like, she took the top off of the lid and just let Lumi stay where she was comfortable, and like introduced herself, kind of built a little bit of a rapport with her, and didn't do too much, let her walk out of the box herself onto the scales, which meant we got a really good reading of her weight. Her heartbeat was fine, her gums were fine, and yes, so obviously we don't know what it is just yet, but we've got something to lubricate. But also, she's given me these little tablets that will just calm Lumi when she's going to the vets. So if we have to take her again in a few days, so that we don't stress her or anything like that, we can give her one of these capsules, and hopefully it's not like a, you know, a golden bullet or anything, but she will hopefully be relaxed a little bit more. So that's really like, oh. But she's the only vet that's ever suggested that. So yes, anyway, I made a complete idiot out of myself crying in the vet, so that was fantastic. The other thing was the new vet is right opposite Waitrose, which is where I needed to go in order to pick up some bits and pieces. And obviously I was not going to leave Lumi in the car unattended. That is something I couldn't do to her. So yes, I've got to go back out, unfortunately. And the other thing that she suggested, because Lumi obviously, she knew that that was her carrier, and she knew that that meant she was going to the vets. So she's instructed me to leave the carrier out, and every couple of days, obviously we don't give Lumi any treats, but every couple of days give her some, like, put a little bit of food either in the crate or on the crate, just to get her going around it, used to it, so that we don't get her out, she doesn't automatically know that it means that she's going to the vets, and just get her, like, build more of a, like, positive reinforcement with it, which I thought, again, brilliant, such great advice, nobody's ever said that before. And then she was like, if you would always prefer to see me, you can request that you see me. I was like, honestly, like, the dream, the absolute dream. So I feel so much better. I also think that my camera has just been delivered, so I can open that with you as well, and hopefully get to grips with playing around with that as well. But I do need to head out at some point. I'm going to wait because our garden is having a big old haircut at the moment, so hopefully it will get a second bloom when we have some more heat in a few weeks. Fingers crossed. I hope that isn't our summer over. So yeah, feeling much better. Sorry for being a blubbing mess, and sorry for worrying. I know that I am like the world's most emotional YouTuber, but one of the things that I'm just not, I don't know, I feel so much more comfortable with, I think I've always been really good at being vulnerable with you, but nowadays I feel incredibly comfortable in my vulnerability, which I never felt before. I didn't feel comfortable in it because I always knew that there was going to be somebody who had something to say about me being vulnerable, and now that I'm able to accept that and it not affect how I live my life, so I feel okay with showing you the times when it's just a little bit, you know, things aren't all wonderful and rosy, that you know, when you have your worries, these things are niggling in the back of your head and you're trying to distract yourself. Yeah, it's all part of everyday life, and that is what this channel is all about as well, my everyday life. Good morning, everyone. Today is a new day and it's going to be a lovely one. Good morning, everyone. I am in the same dress, yes I am. However, I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm up with a spring in my step today. The sun is shining. It was not supposed to be shining today. I checked the weather, it's supposed to be cloudy all day, and at the moment the sun is shining. So it is looking like my little potager garden party can go ahead. I should be picking Robin up about 2:30ish from the station. I'm going to start getting the table, sort of basics of the table laid, and then I'm going to head to Waitrose to pick up some bits and pieces that I forgot, and I am going to basically execute my vision. There are some flies in here. But I'm doing little charcuteries to begin with, and I've got lots of little carrots where I just throw in a load of seeds. Some people thin out carrots quite early on, but it leaves things quite susceptible to carrot flies. So I'm gonna take the sort of smaller carrots now, give the bigger carrots some space, and I'm gonna use them for little snacks with hummus and things like that for the starters basically. And then I'm either gonna do pasta or risotto because we like to do, ooh. Off! What was that? What was it? Oh, I think Porter got bitten. Silly boy. Perils of living in the countryside. Is it there? You don't think it ran off? Always a drama. So I'm going to try my Bertioli linens on the table. I'm worried this might be too big now. I thought this was like the smaller one, but it feels quite heavy. So I'm going to give it a try on the table, but the table is all set up. We took it out this morning when Ali and I did a little walk around the garden because we had a lot of our beds trimmed back yesterday, so they just got a little bit overgrown and things are looking a lot more spacious, ready for things to grow in for like the second wind of the summer. Anyway, let's get this on the table. Well, I am very happy with how it looks. I've actually used my Neptune white crockery set because, I don't know, I thought it might look quite nice, but I might try the other ones as well. I've got obviously my bespoke ceramicist one, I can't remember her name now, but I could do those ones, but I quite liked the white. And then I've used lots of different little bud vases, and I've used lettuce, I've used tiny little baby carrots, I've cut some herbs, and I've just kind of left the tops on the carrots as well. A few little antique like earthenware pieces, and then some little bud vases as well. And I've just used everything else that I've already got. So the tablecloth is long, but I actually really like the way that it looks. I think it's super effective, and it just kind of looks a little bit more rustic. So very, very, very happy with how this looks. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting to do this for such a long time. You know, obviously since we went to the Bertioli event, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to set up a table in front of my greenhouse with this set, and it is just looking absolutely gorgeous. So now I can kind of get on, and you know, I might add some rosemary to it. I think I'll probably continue faffing with the centerpiece for the most part of the day. I've put some non-alcoholic beers in for Robin, and I'm now going to aim to head to Waitrose to pick up any last bits that I need. But so happy. Right, I am in the car. Slight delay. I feel like this always happens when you're on a strict time schedule. I felt incredibly comfortable and happy with how much time I had to get ready. And Ali was just about to go and leave because he's doing a charity football match today. And he's gone out the front door. I've walked in. I'm in the middle of turning all of the reed diffusers over in the house. And his old boss walks through our front door. I thought Ali was on the phone. He's there with his wife, and we don't get to see them often because they basically moved to the countryside, even more rural, and they live about 4 hours away now, so they're basically back. And so obviously we wanted to stop and chat to them. We didn't have long. Ali only had 10 minutes and I had about 20 minutes that I could do. And now I'm rushing off to the shops. I still haven't done the dishwasher. There are plates everywhere, so I really need to knuckle down. But what I wanted to do was ensure that all of my ingredients were prepped for making the risotto. Sadly, that's not going to be possible, but oh well. We shall do what we can. Okay, we got the goods, and another cake is currently baking. I've got a smaller round cake tin so that it's not so flat, because although it tasted delicious, it looked a little bit sad. So that was the one that I did last night. I'm now gonna start, well, I need to go down to the kitchen garden, and what I'm going to do is what I said earlier about taking the little carrots, and I'm going to cut the tops off them, and they're going to be able to just be dipped into hummus and dips that I bought. So that is my next step in prepping the charcuteries, because the cake is in the oven now. No time for a poo pickup though. these are the tiny little carrots that I am harvesting for eating. Oh, little. There's loads of little ones here. See? Lots of little ones. There we go. Now I'm going to go and chop the tops off them and get them into one of the cabbage bowls. I'm going to have to refresh the lettuce because it doesn't last long, and I want Robin to get the full impact. All ready to go outside. We've got cucumber from the kitchen garden, we've got little carrots from the kitchen garden, and then we have a French rustic loaf that I picked up from Waitrose. Well, the cake turned out absolutely perfectly. Even I'm impressed with this one, but I popped a little sprig on top. Looks like bunny ears, and it's just cooling down. And I went for the lemon and elderflower drizzle again, which is just a little bit of an adaptation, but all good to go. Well, we have been sat munching outside. I actually didn't show you the tablescape with the food on. We've generally just eaten charcuteries the entire afternoon, so I think I'll make dinner later and we'll have it inside because it's not as sunny now, a little bit windy, but obviously I've changed because now we are going for a dog walk, which I am incredibly excited about. I've got Gymshark leggings on, Adenola, not leggings, shorts, Gymshark shorts, Adenola crop top, and my little tennis half zip, and I'm going to pop some dog walking boots on, I think. Well, I didn't get a shot of the table outside with any of the food on, so you can have breakfast the following morning. We've got cinnamon swirls, croissants, and Ali is making some scrambled eggs. It is the day after my lovely little evening with my friend. We had such a good evening, and it was just really, really nice because we obviously had the crudités. Oh my gosh, I've just realised that I've been calling it charcuteries when it's crudités from the kitchen garden. How annoying. I bet so many of you were like, what is she talking about? So we had those, and we ate so much of like the really lovely, I got like a French baked loaf, and it was just beautiful, like the big ones that you see in like Provence and places like that. It was very sort of traditional, but a smaller one. We ate so much, so we actually ended up having the risotto for dinner, and we went for a walk so we took the dogs for a walk to the pub, had a drink there, walked back. I made dinner, then we had more cake. The cake was such a success, probably the best cake I've ever made. I've got the right shaped tin, and mixing the juice of one lemon topped up to 80 grams with the elderflower syrup is perfect. And the way that I decorated it, I really liked it, just simple. I just like the simple, not the fluffy stuff, the simple stuff. And then this morning we had a delicious breakfast. So we had scrambled eggs made by Ali with the chives from the kitchen garden, and it was also on a really beautiful different loaf that I got, and I can't remember what it's called. And then we had freshly baked pastries in the oven. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Coffees, just wonderful. Robin has now gone, and I'm so sad. I'm literally so sad. We had such a good time. We went for a run this morning as well, which was much needed. And now I am dressed because it is actually boiling. It's nice and windy, but it's boiling. So I've got this dress on again, a little bit shorter so that I'm not too hot, but I love how this looks. It has the perfect neckline, because we're going to a barbecue at our friend's house. I'm going to grab myself a magnum of rosé and just have a lovely evening. Our friend Nathan is so good on the barbecue, so I'm really looking forward to this. We're taking the dogs with us. Lumi, I think her meow is coming back. For the first time, I actually heard her today. I've been basically putting this paste that the vet has given us. She doesn't take it off my fingers, sadly, but if I rub it on her paws, she obviously cleans it off. It's like a malt paste, and it's helping to lubricate her, I guess, her esophagus. and it's not been working. It's all been very, very quiet around here, apart from Porter. And then I was upstairs today getting ready, and all of a sudden I heard this like quite loud squeak, like croaky squeak. So I'm hoping that her meow is coming back, and I'll be able to not have to phone the vet on Monday and say that she hasn't improved at all. Hopefully we're having some progress there. So I'm gonna get the boys packed up. My fragrance of the day, I just found this at the bottom of my fragrance pile. This is the Erin Mediterranean Honeysuckle in Bloom. It is one of my all-time favorite Erin fragrances for this time of year when it gets hot, when you get that natural kind of sun-drenched smell on your skin. When you mix this in, maybe with a little bit of SPF, like your sun cream always has that really beautiful nostalgic fragrance, mixed in with this is the ultimate in like floral fragrances that, I don't know, feel a little bit sultry and sexy as well. I love it. So I'm drenching myself. I'm drenching myself in this today, and I'm gonna pack up my bits and pieces, and we are gonna head to our friends, which is very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to today. Drinking rosé in the garden with friends is honestly my favorite thing to do. And last night, oh, I've got a pair of pants in here. Last night, I drank a few glasses of the Swiss wine. I'm gonna have to order more. I am going to have to order more. It is beautiful. Like, it doesn't pair well with risotto, I've learnt that. But yesterday, with the crudités, it was incredible. And you smell the bottle afterwards, and it smells like caramelly. Like, it's very, very, like, rich, but I'm a fan. I'm a big, big fan. But anyway, time to go.